Hey, it's time for the Mike North 5-minute half-hour news brought to you by the Village of Rosemont. Be the hit at the water cooler. Be the hit of the people that you hang out with. Be the hit of anybody and everybody. When you start talking about the news, when you start talking about what's going on, you could say, you know what? I heard it on the Mike North 5-minute half-hour news. By the way, check us out on Facebook and everything else. You know what I thought I'd do today? I'm looking at the newspapers today, and I'm just going to get my opinion on some of the stuff that they think is viable. You know, maybe give them a little shot. And you know what? Sports anchor found dead, Daryl Hawks. It's a shame. It's the second young man from NBC who has passed on as the sports anchor there. Reportedly, he was unresponsive in his Atlanta hotel room. He's there to cover Bulls. I never watched him. I've never even heard him. Okay, but I feel so bad for him and his family. A good guy from what I understand. I heard Peggy Kaczynski talk about it last night on NBC, because I did turn to see what Allison Rosati and Rob Stafford and they would say, because you know what, that's a coworker, so that's got to be pretty damn tough. You can't replace some people, okay, but I do know this. They're going to try to replace Daryl, but from what I understand, Daryl Hawks was a really, really good guy, and our condolences. These two policemen, they destroyed their oath, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. The Chicago police, these two gentlemen, took a woman who was inebriated, took her home, they played strip poker with her, they had some fun with her, and then they did the wild thing with her, and now, you know what? They're going to pay the price for it. So, you know what? I love 98% of the Chicago police, but like any other business, I don't like the whole department being painted. I won't go for that. I don't like being lumped in. Nobody likes to be lumped in. And so I'm not going to lump these guys in. I'm not. Also, the Chicago Bulls win last night, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm hearing they are the underdog. You know what? Reminds you of a story that I'm going to tell you right now, even whether you like it or not. I was the classic underdog, and there's a lot of people. I think Corey is an underdog. That's where you make your bones, by people underestimating you. And that's why I don't care if I'm called an underdog. The Bulls are underdogs, okay? Somebody told me once, you know, you're the classic underdog. Okay, how many people that are overdogs, whatever that means, end up having dinner with Frank Sinatra, or hanging, or going to have a private meeting with the Pope? You know, it's what you think of yourself, not perception. Okay, not perception. So the Bulls are thought of by the media, which then plants it into everybody's head that they're underdogs. How can you say the Bulls are underdogs if you watched them play this year? They beat Miami 3 straight games. They have the best player in the league. They have the best coach in the series. They have LeBron and Wade. And they also have maybe Bosh. That's only 3. We got 10. We're deep. We're going to win the game. That's the bottom line. I mean, that is the bottom line. We are going to win this game. Now, when's the season going to end? We still got, do you believe, once we get through Miami, we still got the winner of the Western Conference Finals, okay? Can you imagine Dallas or Oklahoma City or Memphis playing the Bulls? It's over. The Bulls' biggest test supposedly is Miami. Like I said, they're going to win this series 4-2. And Chris Mullin last night, he picked Miami to beat the Bulls right after he said Atlanta was going to beat the Bulls last night. So I'm supposed to take what this guy says as gospel. Don't take what any of those guys say as gospel. They were players. They were not, and I repeat this, they were not predictors, okay? They were not predictors. The fourth story to me is immigration reform. Obama is going to start working on that now. I said this yesterday. They're making it more plain now that immigration reform is going to be here to stay. I'm telling you, it's not going to be invoked until after the election of President Obama, if he does get elected. This is something that they got to consider. He could lose because of this and the economy. They've changed their minds before. Check out Gitmo. They were supposed to be closed. It's open for business forever. So they've changed their minds. Check out they were going to have the mosque in Midtown Manhattan. That's not going to happen. They were going to have the trials in Manhattan. That's not going to happen. And I'm telling you right now, if he sees that immigration reform is going to hurt him he will get out of that too. It's okay to test the waters, Mr. President, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to run into some issues. It's beautiful outside, folks. Go out, have a great, great Friday today. The sun's out. The birds are chirping. I'm chirping. And that's all I got to tell you. This has been the Mike North 5-minute half-hour news, brought to you by the Village of Rosemont. And pretty soon we're just going to be concentrating on baseball. I'm Mike North for the Village of Rosemont. From the 9th largest convention center to restaurants to theaters, sports venues, and hotels. 5 minutes from O'Hare. You got it all here. Rosemont, you can't miss it.